The way you think determines the way you live. Every decision, every action, and every result in your life stems from one thing: your mindset. Most people believe success is about resources, talent, or luck, but the truth is, it's about the way you program your mind. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not smart enough, not capable enough, or not lucky enough, those thoughts become your reality. Your brain is like a powerful computer, but if you keep feeding it the wrong code, it will keep producing the wrong outcomes. The good news is that just like software, your mindset can be rewritten. There's a reason some people can turn failures into success, while others let setbacks define them. It's not intelligence, it's not skill, it's the ability to control and shift their mindset. Your thoughts are like seeds. If you plant negativity, self-doubt, and fear, you will grow a life full of limitations. But if you plant confidence, action, and belief, you will cultivate success. Every successful person, from athletes to entrepreneurs, has mastered this. They have trained their minds to work for them instead of against them. The first step to rewiring your brain is awareness. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself daily. Are they empowering or limiting? The mind is naturally wired to protect you from pain, but that same instinct can keep you trapped in comfort zones that destroy growth. Challenge your inner dialogue. When your mind says, "I can't do this," respond with, "What if I can?" The shift happens when you stop letting fear control you and start making decisions based on possibilities. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, and people who settle for mediocrity, your brain will absorb those patterns. But if you immerse yourself in an environment of growth, learning, and success, your mind will adapt. This is why mentors, books, and experiences matter. Your brain is always learning, always adapting, always shifting based on the input it receives. Feed it with knowledge, with empowering beliefs, and with the energy of people who inspire you. Emotion fuels mindset. Think about a time when you felt unstoppable, powerful, and confident. What was different? Your posture, your energy, your focus. The way you move, breathe, and carry yourself directly impacts the way you think. You cannot feel strong while slouching. You cannot feel confident while speaking softly and hesitantly. Your body and your mind are connected. When you change your physiology, you change your state. That's why athletes pump themselves up before a game. That's why successful people have morning routines that put them in peak state. Your mindset is not just a mental game, it's a physical one too. Another key factor in mindset is focus. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you constantly focus on problems, you will always feel stuck. But if you train yourself to focus on solutions, on possibilities, on opportunities, you will find a way forward. The greatest achievers in the world don't have easier lives, they just have a different focus. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, they look for what they can learn and how they can grow. Massive action is the ultimate test of mindset. Many people consume knowledge, attend seminars, and read books, but never apply what they learn. A true shift in mindset happens when you take action despite fear, despite uncertainty. Waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. The perfect moment is the moment you decide to move forward. Every action you take reinforces a new belief. Confidence is built through experience, not through thought. Rewiring your mindset is a daily process. It's not about a single moment of motivation. It's about consistent practice. Every day you have a choice. You can let your old thoughts control you, or you can take charge and reprogram your mind for success. The life you want starts in your mind. Change the way you think and you will change everything. Every person carries a story in their mind about who they are, what they can achieve, and what is possible for them. These stories are not just thoughts. They are deeply ingrained beliefs that shape every decision, action, and result in life. Some people believe they are meant for greatness, while others think they are destined to struggle. The difference is not intelligence, opportunity, or background. It is the beliefs they hold. Limiting beliefs are the invisible chains that keep people stuck in the same patterns year after year. These beliefs are often formed through childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past failures. They start as simple thoughts, but when repeated enough, they become the truth that defines reality. The most dangerous part is that these beliefs operate in the subconscious mind, influencing behavior without people even realizing it. Breaking free starts with awareness. Most people don't question their beliefs because they assume they are facts. They say, I'm not good with money, I'm just not confident, or I'll never be successful. But where did these beliefs come from? Who decided they were true? The moment someone realizes that beliefs are just thoughts they have chosen to accept, they gain the power to change them. The key is to challenge every limiting belief and replace it with an empowering one. If the mind says, I can't do this, the response must be, why not? What if I can? Every belief is a choice, and choosing new beliefs creates a new reality. The second step is to reprogram the mind through repetition and emotion. The brain learns through patterns. If someone has been telling themselves for years that they are not good enough, that belief is deeply embedded. Reversing it requires constant reinforcement of a new belief. Affirmations alone are not enough. The belief must be felt emotionally. Visualization, powerful language, and strong emotions anchor new beliefs into the subconscious. When someone sees themselves succeeding, when they speak with certainty, when they move with confidence, their brain starts accepting the new belief as truth. It is not about lying to oneself. It is about replacing old programming with something more useful. The next step is to take immediate action. Action proves to the mind that a new belief is real. If someone wants to believe they are confident, they must take actions that a confident person would take. If they want to believe they are successful, they must start behaving like a successful person. The mind resists change, so the key is to push through discomfort. Every time someone acts in alignment with their new belief, it strengthens that belief. Over time, what once felt impossible becomes natural. Environment plays a critical role in shaping beliefs. If someone is surrounded by people who reinforce their limiting beliefs, change becomes difficult. The fastest way to shift a belief is to immerse oneself in an environment where the new belief is normal. Being around successful, confident, and ambitious people forces the mind to adapt. Reading books, listening to empowering messages, and consuming positive content all reinforce new beliefs. The brain absorbs whatever it is exposed to consistently. Momentum is everything. The mind will always try to pull back to old patterns, especially in moments of doubt or failure. The key is persistence. Every setback is an opportunity to reinforce a new belief. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of saying, I knew this wouldn't work, the response must be, this is part of the process and I am learning. Growth is not about never failing. It is about training the mind to interpret failure differently. Those who succeed are not the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who refuse to let struggle define them. Destroying limiting beliefs is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong commitment to questioning thoughts, rewriting stories, and taking action despite fear. The mind is the most powerful tool in existence, and the person who masters their beliefs masters their life. Confidence is not something people are born with. It is something they create. The difference between those who succeed and those who hesitate is not talent, intelligence, or luck. It is the belief in their own abilities. Most people think confidence comes after success, but the truth is success comes after confidence. It is built through action, repetition, and mindset shifts. Anyone can develop it no matter where they start. The first step is to change the way the body moves. Confidence is not just a mental game, it is a physical one. The way someone stands, breathes, and moves sends signals to the brain about how they feel. When a person slouches, looks down, or speaks softly, their brain interprets that as insecurity. But when they stand tall, hold their head high, and speak with certainty, the brain registers confident. This is why athletes, performers, and leaders use body language to shift their state before a big moment. Changing physiology changes emotions instantly. Power poses, deep breathing, and strong movements create a confident state. The second step is to control focus. The mind always finds what it looks for. If someone focuses on their fears, past failures, or what could go wrong, their brain will find reasons to doubt themselves. But when they focus on their strengths, their past successes, and the possibilities ahead, confidence grows. The most successful people in the world are not free from self-doubt, but they have trained their minds to shift focus. Instead of asking, what if I fail? They ask, what if I succeed? Instead of thinking about mistakes, they focus on lessons and progress. The mind becomes whatever it is, fed consistently. The third step is to take action despite fear. Many people wait until they feel confident before they act, but that is a mistake. Confidence is built through experience. No one feels ready the first time they do something new, but every time they push past fear, they prove to themselves that they are capable. The more someone steps outside their comfort zone, the stronger their confidence becomes. Fear is a signal of growth, not a stop sign. Every great achiever started with uncertainty, but they took action anyway. The brain learns from repetition, and the more a person practices courage, the more natural it becomes. The fourth step is to master self-talk. The words people say to themselves shape their beliefs. If someone constantly tells themselves, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll probably mess up," their brain will find ways to confirm those thoughts. But if they start saying, "I am prepared," or "I always find a way," their brain will shift to support that reality. Speaking with confidence, even before fully feeling it, rewires the subconscious mind. Words carry power, and those who speak strength into their lives begin to embody it. The fifth step is to embrace failure as part of growth. Many people fear failure because they see it as proof of inadequacy, but failure is never final unless a person stops trying. Every setback carries a lesson, and those who learn from their mistakes grow stronger. Confidence does not come from avoiding failure, it comes from knowing that failure will not stop them. Every time someone gets back up after a fall, their belief in themselves deepens. Resilience is the foundation of true confidence. The final step is to stay consistent. Confidence is like a muscle. It must be trained daily. Just as physical fitness requires regular workouts, mental fitness requires regular challenges. Pushing limits, setting goals, and taking action every day keeps confidence strong. The people who seem naturally confident have simply built the habit of courage over time. No one starts as a master, but those who commit to growth become unstoppable. Emotions control everything. They dictate decisions, shape relationships, and determine success or failure. Most people believe emotions just happen to them, but the truth is emotions are created. They are patterns that can be understood, managed, and redirected for better outcomes. Those who master their emotions master their lives, while those who let emotions control them remain stuck in cycles of frustration, fear, and doubt. The first step to mastering emotions is understanding that emotions are not random. Every feeling comes from a specific focus, a meaning assigned to an event, and a physical reaction in the body. When two people face the same situation, one might feel anger while the other feels motivation. The event is the same, but their interpretation changes the emotional response. The key is to take control of meaning. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of saying, "This is a problem," say, "This is a challenge I can handle." Meaning determines emotion, and emotion determines action. The second step is to change the body's physiology. Emotions are deeply connected to movement, posture, and breath. When a person feels sad or anxious, their body reflects that: shallow breathing, slouched posture, and low energy. But by standing tall, breathing deeply, and moving with energy, the emotional state shifts instantly. This is why athletes, performers, and leaders use physical routines to prepare themselves mentally. The fastest way to break a negative emotional pattern is to move differently. Even a simple act like smiling or taking a power stance can send a signal to the brain that shifts the emotional state. The third step is to break the habit of negative emotions. Many people live in emotional patterns they have repeated for years. They have conditioned themselves to feel stressed, overwhelmed, or frustrated in certain situations without realizing it. These emotions become a default response, not because the situation demands it, but because the brain has been trained that way. The key is to disrupt the pattern. If frustration arises, interrupt it with movement, humor, or a change in focus. If stress builds, shift attention to gratitude, take a deep breath, or engage in an empowering activity. The brain can be rewired by consistently replacing negative emotional patterns with positive ones. The fourth step is to develop emotional resilience. Life will always bring challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties. The difference between those who thrive and those who struggle is how they respond. Emotionally resilient people do not avoid difficult emotions. They learn how to manage them. They do not let fear stop them. They use it as fuel. They do not dwell on anger. They turn it into action. The ability to recover quickly from emotional setbacks is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. The fifth step is to create emotional habits that serve success. Just as physical health requires daily habits like exercise and proper nutrition, emotional health requires daily habits like gratitude, visualization, and positive self-talk. Starting each day by focusing on what is good rather than what is missing shifts the emotional state. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness builds emotional intelligence. Speaking to oneself with power and certainty creates a foundation of confidence. These habits, when practiced consistently, make emotional mastery effortless. The final step is to lead emotions rather than follow them. Most people react to emotions, letting their mood dictate their actions, but true mastery comes when emotions are intentionally shaped. Instead of waiting to feel motivated, take action first, and motivation will follow. Instead of waiting for happiness, create moments that bring joy. Instead of being controlled by fear, lean into it and build courage. Emotions are powerful, but they do not have to be in control. When directed with intention, they become the greatest tool for success, fulfillment, and personal power. Financial freedom is not about luck, inheritance, or a high-paying job. It is about mindset, strategy, and discipline. Many people believe money is hard to earn and even harder to keep, but the truth is that wealth follows patterns. Those who achieve financial freedom understand that money is not just earned, it is created, multiplied, and protected through the right habits and decisions. The first step to financial freedom is shifting the mindset. Most people are conditioned to trade time for money, believing that working harder is the only way to get ahead. The wealthy understand that money is a tool that can work for them. Instead of focusing only on earning, they focus on building assets that generate income without their constant effort. This shift from active income to passive income is the foundation of long-term financial success. The key is to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an investor. The second step is mastering financial education. Schools do not teach how to manage, grow, or invest money, which is why most people struggle financially. The wealthy continuously educate themselves on money, studying investments, taxes, real estate, and business. They understand that ignorance is expensive and knowledge is the key to financial independence. They read books, learn from experts, and surround themselves with people who think bigger about wealth. The more someone understands about money, the more control they have over it. The third step is to control spending and create a surplus. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, not because they do not earn enough, but because they spend as much as they make. Financial freedom starts when there is a gap between income and expenses. The wealthy do not just focus on earning more, they focus on keeping more. They know where their money goes, avoid unnecessary debt, and prioritize saving and investing over instant gratification. They understand that every dollar spent today is a dollar that could have been multiplied tomorrow. The fourth step is investing wisely. Saving money alone is not enough because inflation erodes its value over time. The key is to make money work by investing in assets that appreciate and generate income. The wealthy put their money in stocks, real estate, businesses, and other vehicles that provide long-term returns. They do not gamble or chase quick profits. They follow proven strategies and play the long game. They also understand the power of compound interest, letting their investments grow over time. The earlier someone starts, the greater their wealth potential. The fifth step is creating multiple streams of income. Relying on one source of income is risky, especially in an unpredictable economy. The wealthy build different income streams, ensuring that if one fails, others continue to flow. They leverage side businesses, real estate, stocks, royalties, and digital products to create financial security. The key is to start small, build over time, and always look for new opportunities to expand income. The final step is protecting wealth. Making money is one thing, but keeping it is another. The wealthy understand the importance of tax strategies, estate planning, and asset protection. They use legal structures to minimize taxes, insurance to protect assets, and financial plans to ensure long-term security. They do not leave their wealth to chance. They plan for the future and ensure that their money works for them and future generations. Financial freedom is not about luck. It is about choices. It requires discipline, patience, and a willingness to think differently about money. The difference between those who struggle and those who thrive financially is not intelligence or opportunity. It is the willingness to take control. Anyone can achieve financial freedom with the right mindset, education, and action. Money is a tool, and those who learn how to master it will never have to worry about it again. Success is not determined by external circumstances, but by daily habits. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who remain stuck is not talent, intelligence, or luck. It is the small, consistent actions taken every day. The most successful people in the world do not rely on motivation. They rely on habits that drive them forward regardless of how they feel. The first key to building powerful habits is understanding that success is the result of compounding small actions over time. Most people look for big breakthroughs, but true transformation happens through consistency. A person who improves by just 1% every day will see exponential results over time. Small habits may not seem significant in the moment, but they accumulate, shaping the future. The key is to focus on progress rather than perfection, knowing that daily repetition is more important than occasional bursts of effort. The second key is designing habits that align with personal goals. Many people fail to achieve success because their daily actions do not match their desired outcomes. Someone who wants to be healthy but eats junk food every day is fighting against their own goal. The most effective way to build habits is to create an environment where the right choices become automatic. If the goal is to read more, keeping books in visible places makes it easier. If the goal is to exercise, preparing workout clothes the night before removes resistance. Designing the environment to support habits eliminates the need for willpower and makes success inevitable. The third key is starting small. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to change too much at once. They set massive goals, get overwhelmed, and eventually give up. The secret to long-lasting habits is starting with small, manageable steps. Instead of committing to an hour-long workout, start with 5 minutes. Instead of reading an entire book in a day, commit to just 1 page. These small wins create momentum, making it easier to build stronger habits over time. The brain thrives on success, and small victories create the motivation to keep going. The fourth key is using identity to reinforce habits. Many people focus on what they want to do rather than who they want to become. The most powerful habits come from shifting identity. Instead of saying, "I want to exercise more," say, "I am the kind of person who works out daily." Instead of saying, "I need to eat healthier," say, "I am someone who makes smart food choices." When a habit becomes part of identity, it no longer requires effort. It becomes natural. The key is to act as if the new identity is already real, reinforcing it with every small action. The fifth key is tracking progress. What gets measured gets improved. Many people fail to build habits because they do not track their consistency. Keeping a simple habit tracker or journal makes it easy to see patterns and stay accountable. Progress is not always visible in the short term, but tracking ensures that momentum is not lost. Celebrating small wins along the way reinforces commitment and makes the process enjoyable. The final key is learning to recover quickly from setbacks. No one is perfect, and missing a day or making a mistake is inevitable. The biggest mistake is letting one missed habit turn into a pattern of quitting. Successful people do not focus on perfection, they focus on persistence. If a habit is missed one day, the goal is to get back on track the next day. Never missing twice is a simple rule that keeps momentum alive. Habits shape identity, determine success, and create the future. The secret is not massive effort, but small, consistent actions taken every day. Those who build the right habits do not have to rely on motivation. They create a system where success happens automatically. The quality of life is directly linked to the quality of relationships. Whether in business, friendships, or personal life, the ability to connect with others determines happiness, fulfillment, and success. People often believe that great relationships happen naturally, but the truth is, strong relationships are built intentionally. The difference between those who struggle with relationships and those who thrive is the ability to understand, communicate, and invest in meaningful connection. The first step to building powerful relationships is mastering communication. Most conflicts arise not from differences in opinion, but from misunderstandings. People do not listen to respond, they listen to be understood. The most effective communicators focus not on what they want to say, but on what the other person needs to hear. They ask questions, listen deeply, and respond with empathy. Communication is not about talking, it is about connection. Words carry power, but presence, tone, and body language speak louder than words. When someone feels heard and understood, trust is built. The second step is developing emotional intelligence. Understanding emotions, both personal and those of others, creates deeper connections. Emotionally intelligent people do not react impulsively. They respond with awareness. They recognize their own triggers. manage their emotions, and adapt to different situations. They do not take things personally, knowing that most reactions are a reflection of the other person's experiences rather than a direct attack. Instead of responding with anger or defensiveness, they seek to understand the underlying emotions. The ability to manage emotions transforms relationships from sources of stress to sources of strength. The third step is giving more than taking. Many relationships fail because people focus on what they can get rather than what they can give. The strongest connections are built on contribution, not expectation. The fastest way to build trust and loyalty is to add value without expecting anything in return. This applies to friendships, business partnerships, and romantic relationships. Those who consistently show up, support, and invest in others create bonds that last. The key is to give without keeping score. The more value is provided, the stronger the connection becomes. The fourth step is setting and respecting boundaries. Great relationships are not built on constant agreement. They are built on mutual respect. People often fear setting boundaries because they worry about rejection, but boundaries strengthen relationships by creating clarity. They allow people to express their needs without resentment. Respecting the boundaries of others is just as important. Strong relationships do not demand control. They allow space for individuality. The healthiest connections are those where both people feel safe, valued, and free to be themselves. The fifth step is surrounding oneself with the right people. Relationships influence thoughts, emotions, and decisions. Being around positive, ambitious, and supportive people creates an environment for growth. The wrong relationships drain energy, while the right ones elevate potential. It is important to choose relationships intentionally, people who inspire, challenge, and bring out the best. The key is to let go of toxic connections and nurture those that align with values and goals. Quality matters more than quantity. The final step is continuous effort and growth. Relationships are not built in a day, they are maintained through consistent effort. The strongest bonds come from shared experiences, challenges overcome together, and continuous learning about each other. People change and relationships must evolve with them. The key is to stay curious, communicate openly, and invest time. Just as a garden requires care to thrive, relationships require attention, patience, and intentional action. Every area of life improves when relationships improve. Mastering relationships is not about luck or chemistry. It is about skills, effort, and mindset. Those who understand how to connect, communicate, and contribute build relationships that bring joy, success, and lifelong fulfillment. Leadership is not about a title or position. It is about influence, vision, and action. The most successful people in any field are leaders, not because they have authority, but because they inspire others to take action, believe in a bigger purpose, and push beyond limitations. Leadership is not reserved for CEOs, politicians, or managers. It is a mindset and a skill that anyone can develop. The difference between those who lead and those who follow is the ability to take responsibility, make decisions, and guide others toward a compelling vision. The first step to becoming a great leader is leading by example. People do not follow words, they follow actions. The best leaders do not tell others what to do, they show them through their own behavior. They hold themselves to high standards, remain disciplined, and consistently push themselves beyond their limits. When a leader embodies excellence, others naturally rise to the same level. Leading by example creates trust and credibility, which are the foundation of influence. The second step is developing a clear and compelling vision. Great leaders do not just react to circumstances, they create the future. They have a strong sense of purpose and a vision that inspires others to take action. A vision must be clear, specific, and emotionally compelling. It must answer the question, why does this matter? The strongest leaders communicate their vision with passion and certainty, making others believe in what is possible. When people see a leader who is committed and confident, they are more likely to follow. The third step is mastering decision-making. Leaders are constantly faced with difficult choices, and indecision creates uncertainty. The best leaders make decisions quickly and confidently, understanding that no choice is ever perfect, but action is always better than hesitation. They gather information, trust their instincts, and take responsibility for the outcomes. When mistakes happen, they do not shift blame. They learn, adjust, and move forward. Decisiveness builds confidence in those who follow, creating an environment of certainty and progress. The fourth step is developing emotional intelligence. Leadership is not just about strategy and execution, it is about people. The ability to understand, manage, and respond to emotions, both personal and those of others, creates stronger relationships and more effective teams. Emotionally intelligent leaders listen actively, communicate with empathy, and adapt their approach to different personalities and situations. They do not react impulsively. They remain calm under pressure and inspire confidence in those around them. Their emotional stability creates a culture of trust, collaboration, and resilience. The fifth step is empowering others. True leadership is not about control. It is about creating other leaders. The most impactful leaders do not seek followers. They develop people who can take ownership, think independently, and grow beyond their limitation. They delegate responsibility, provide mentorship, and celebrate the success of others. They create an environment where people feel valued, capable, and motivated to contribute their best efforts. Leadership is not about being the smartest person in the room. It is about bringing out the intelligence and potential in others. The final step is staying adaptable and committed to growth. The world is constantly changing, and leaders must evolve with it. The greatest leaders are lifelong learners, always seeking new knowledge, skills, and perspectives. They are open to feedback, willing to challenge their own beliefs, and unafraid to step outside their comfort zones. They do not cling to old ways simply because they worked in the past. They embrace innovation, stay ahead of trends, and continuously improve themselves and their teams. Leadership is about impact, not authority. The best leaders inspire action, create change, and leave a lasting legacy. Anyone can develop the skills and mindset to lead by taking responsibility, setting a vision, and empowering others. Leadership is not about waiting for permission. It is about stepping up, taking action, and making a difference. Growth is the foundation of fulfillment and success. Without progress, life becomes stagnant and dissatisfaction sets in. The most successful and fulfilled individuals are those who commit to continuous improvement in every aspect of life. Growth is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey that requires awareness, discipline, and intentional action. Those who embrace the process of self-improvement consistently achieve more, experience greater happiness, and make a lasting impact on the world around them. The first key to continuous growth is adopting a mindset of lifelong learning. Most people stop actively learning after they finish school, but true personal development comes from seeking knowledge and new experiences daily. The most successful individuals read books, attend seminars, seek mentors, and surround themselves with people who challenge and inspire them. They understand that every new skill, idea, or perspective they acquire expands their potential. The brain thrives on novelty and challenge, and those who commit to lifelong learning continue to evolve and achieve greater success. The second key is embracing discomfort. Growth does not happen inside the comfort zone. Every major breakthrough, whether in business, relationships, health, or personal development, requires stepping into the unknown and facing challenges head-on. Fear and resistance are natural, but they should not be used as reasons to avoid action. The most successful individuals recognize that discomfort is a signal of growth, not a warning to retreat. They take risks, push through failures, and learn from every setback. The ability to embrace discomfort and keep moving forward separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck. The third key is developing self-awareness. Growth begins with understanding where improvement is needed. Many people operate on autopilot, repeating the same patterns without questioning them. Self-awareness allows for an honest assessment of strengths, weaknesses, habits, and beliefs. It creates clarity about what is working and what needs to change. The most successful individuals take time to reflect, ask for feedback, and analyze their decisions and actions. They do not view mistakes as failures, but as valuable lessons that provide insight and direction for future improvement. The fourth key is taking consistent action. Knowledge without action leads to no real change. Many people consume endless information but never apply what they learn. Growth happens when insights are put into practice. The most successful individuals commit to daily habits and routines that align with their goals. They do not wait for motivation or the perfect moment. They take action regardless of how they feel. Small, consistent improvements over time lead to massive results. Progress is not about perfection. It is about moving forward every day, no matter how small the step. The fifth key is surrounding oneself with the right influences. Growth is accelerated or limited by the people in one's environment. Negative, unmotivated, or toxic individuals can drain energy and hold back progress. Positive, ambitious, and supportive people inspire greater achievement. The most successful individuals intentionally seek out mentors, coaches, and peer groups that challenge and elevate them. They understand that the right relationships provide accountability, encouragement, and valuable insights that fuel continuous growth. The final key is maintaining a strong sense of purpose. Growth is most fulfilling when it is connected to a meaningful purpose. People who only focus on personal success often feel empty despite their achievements. The most fulfilled individuals grow not just for themselves, but to contribute to something greater. They use their skills, knowledge, and experiences to help others solve problems and make a difference. Growth fueled by purpose leads to deeper satisfaction and a lasting legacy. Continuous growth is the foundation of a meaningful, successful, and fulfilling life. Those who embrace learning, push past comfort, develop self-awareness, take consistent action, surround themselves with the right people, and align their growth with a greater purpose will experience limitless potential. Growth is not an event, it is a way of life that leads to extraordinary results. Energy is the foundation of everything. Without energy, even the best strategies, ideas, and intentions mean nothing. Those who consistently perform at the highest level understand that energy is a resource that must be cultivated, protected, and optimized. It affects emotions, decisions, productivity, relationships, and overall quality of life. Energy determines how people show up every day, how they respond to challenges, and how they take action toward their goals. The ability to manage and maximize energy is the key to sustained success, fulfillment, and impact. The first key to high energy levels is physical vitality. The body is the vehicle through which everything is accomplished, and neglecting it leads to exhaustion, brain fog, and lack of motivation. The most successful individuals prioritize their physical health by focusing on nutrition, movement, hydration, and rest. What is put into the body determines how it performs. Processed foods, excessive sugar, and artificial chemicals drain energy, while whole foods, lean proteins, and nutrient-dense meals fuel performance. Movement is another energy amplifier. Exercise is not just about fitness. It stimulates the brain, increases oxygen flow, and boosts mood. Even short bursts of movement throughout the day can radically shift energy levels. Sleep is equally important. High achievers do not glorify burnout. They understand that quality sleep is non-negotiable for peak performance. Recovery is where growth happens, and neglecting rest leads to decreased efficiency and increased stress. The second key is mental energy. The mind consumes energy just like the body. Overthinking, negativity. The most successful people are intentional about what they feed their minds. They eliminate unnecessary distractions, limit exposure to negative influences, and practice mindfulness to stay present. They also develop mental resilience by managing stress effectively. Stress is inevitable, but how it is handled determines its impact. Breathwork, meditation, gratitude, and intentional breaks allow the mind to recharge, preventing burnout and mental fatigue. The brain thrives on clarity, and decluttering mental space creates room for fresh ideas, better decisions, and heightened focus. The third key is emotional energy. Every interaction, thought, and experience carries an emotional charge that either enhances or drains energy. Negative emotions like fear, anger, and resentment act as energy leaks, while positive emotions like joy, gratitude, and passion amplify it. Managing emotions is essential for sustained high performance. Successful individuals cultivate emotional intelligence, allowing them to process emotions effectively rather than be controlled by them. They surround themselves with uplifting people, engage in activities that bring fulfillment, and protect their energy by setting boundaries. The ability to shift emotional states quickly is a powerful skill that allows people to stay in momentum rather than be derailed by negativity. The fourth key is purpose-driven energy. The strongest source of energy comes from alignment with a compelling purpose. People who lack motivation and enthusiasm often do not have a clear reason behind their actions. When there is a deep connection to a mission, energy becomes self-sustaining. Those who operate with purpose do not rely on external motivation because their drive comes from within. They wake up excited, push through obstacles, and maintain energy even in difficult times. Clarity of purpose acts as a fuel source that makes fatigue less likely and inspiration more consistent. The final key is energy protection. It is not enough to generate energy, it must be guarded. Energy drains exist everywhere. Negative people, meaningless distractions, self-doubt, and habits that do not serve growth. High performers are ruthless about protecting their energy. They say no to things that do not align with their priorities. eliminate toxic relationships, and avoid activities that lead to exhaustion without reward. They understand that energy is a limited resource and that where it is invested determines the outcomes in life. Mastering energy means mastering life. Those who optimize physical, mental, emotional, and purpose-driven energy can sustain high performance, achieve their biggest goals, and live with passion and fulfillment. Energy is the fuel for success, and those who learn to manage it will always have the advantage. Wealth is not just about money. It is about freedom, security, and the ability to create a life on your own terms. Financial success is not reserved for a select few. It is the result of knowledge, habits, and the right mindset. Those who build wealth understand that money is a tool, not a goal. They do not chase money. They attract it by creating value, making smart decisions, and thinking long term. Financial independence is not about how much is earned, but how money is managed, multiplied, and utilized to create lasting security and abundance. The first key to wealth creation is mastering the mindset of abundance. Many people struggle financially not because of lack of opportunity, but because of limiting beliefs about money. They view wealth as something scarce, difficult to attain, or even negative. These beliefs create subconscious resistance to financial success. Those who build wealth understand that money flows to those who create value. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They invest in knowledge, develop skills, and take action instead of waiting for the perfect moment. An abundance mindset allows people to think bigger, take calculated risks, and create multiple income streams instead of relying on a single source. The second key is financial education. Schools do not teach financial literacy, and many people grow up without understanding how money works. Wealthy individuals take responsibility for their financial knowledge. They learn about saving, investing, budgeting, and asset building. They understand concepts like compound interest, cash flow, and passive income. They do not rely solely on financial advisors. They educate themselves to make informed decisions. Financial education is the foundation of wealth because without it, money is easily lost, mismanaged, or wasted on liabilities rather than assets. The third key is paying yourself first. Most people earn money and immediately spend it on expenses, leaving little or nothing for savings or investments. Wealthy individuals follow a different approach. They prioritize investing in themselves before spending on lifestyle. They allocate a portion of every dollar earned to savings, investments, and assets that generate income. This habit creates financial security and ensures that money is working for them rather than the other way around. Automating savings and investments removes temptation and builds long-term wealth effortlessly. The fourth key is multiplying money. Saving alone will not create wealth. Investing is essential. The most successful people do not keep their money idle in a bank. They make it grow through smart investments. They put money into stocks, real estate, businesses, and other assets that generate returns. They understand risk management and make decisions based on research rather than emotion. They do not chase quick money schemes. They focus on sustainable growth and long-term financial security. Investing consistently over time allows money to compound, creating exponential growth. The fifth key is eliminating bad debt and using good debt strategically. Many people stay financially trapped because of high interest debt on things that do not create value. Wealthy individuals avoid consumer debt and only use leverage for assets that appreciate, such as real estate or business investments. They understand the difference between liabilities that drain resources and assets that increase wealth. By managing debt wisely, they keep more of their money working for them instead of paying unnecessary interest. The final key is giving and contributing. True wealth is not just about accumulation, it is about impact. The most successful people give back, knowing that generosity creates abundance. They donate, mentor, and support causes that align with their values. They understand that wealth has a greater purpose beyond personal comfort. When money is used to create opportunities, help others, and make a difference, it brings deeper fulfillment and meaning. Wealth is not about luck or privilege. It is about knowledge, discipline, and the right habits. Those who master the principles of earning, saving, investing, and giving create financial freedom that allows them to live life on their own terms. Wealth is built by making intentional choices and taking consistent action over time. Fulfillment is the ultimate measure of success. Achievements, wealth, and status mean little without a deep sense of satisfaction and meaning in life. Many people chase external validation, believing that reaching a certain goal or acquiring material possessions will bring lasting happiness. Yet time and time again, those who attain these things often find themselves feeling empty, searching for something more. True fulfillment does not come from what is acquired, but from how life is lived, the impact that is made, and the alignment between actions and purpose. The first key to fulfillment is living with purpose. A life without purpose feels directionless, no matter how much success is achieved. People who wake up every day with a clear reason for what they do experience greater motivation, joy, and resilience. Purpose does not have to be grand. It simply needs to be meaningful. It is found in the things that create passion, contribution, and a sense of significance. Those who discover their purpose align their work, relationships, and daily actions with their deeper mission, making every moment more meaningful. The second key is personal growth. Stagnation leads to frustration and a lack of fulfillment. Growth is what brings excitement and progress. Learning new skills, challenging oneself, and constantly evolving creates a sense of achievement and satisfaction. The most fulfilled individuals are lifelong learners who embrace challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. They push beyond comfort zones, knowing that expansion leads to new levels of experience, confidence, and capability. Fulfillment is not about reaching a final destination. It is about continuously becoming more. The third key is quality relationships. No amount of personal success replaces the deep joy of meaningful connections. Humans are wired for connection, and true happiness comes from sharing experiences, supporting others, and feeling a sense of belonging. The most fulfilled people invest in relationships that uplift, inspire, and bring genuine joy. They prioritize time with loved ones, nurture friendships, and surround themselves with people who encourage them to grow. They also practice gratitude and appreciation, understanding that fulfillment comes from giving as much as receiving. The fourth key is contribution and impact. The happiest and most fulfilled individuals are those who give beyond themselves. Making a difference, whether through mentoring, helping a community, or simply being a positive influence, creates a sense of purpose beyond personal achievement. Contribution does not have to be grand. Even small acts of kindness and generosity create deep fulfillment. When actions positively affect others, they bring a deeper level of satisfaction that material success alone can never provide. The fifth key is balance and presence. Many people believe that working harder and achieving more will bring happiness, but burnout and exhaustion only lead to frustration. True fulfillment comes from balancing ambition with moments of rest, connection, and enjoyment. Being fully present in each experience, whether working on a goal, spending time with family, or enjoying simple pleasures, creates a richer and more satisfying life. Those who master presence find joy in the process rather than constantly chasing the next milestone. The final key is gratitude. Fulfillment is not found in what is missing, but in appreciating what is already present. Many people focus on what they lack, preventing them from feeling content. The most fulfilled individuals cultivate a habit of gratitude, recognizing and appreciating the beauty in everyday life. They focus on what they have achieved, the people in their lives, and the experiences that bring them joy. Gratitude shifts perspective, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary ones and creating a lasting sense of fulfillment. Fulfillment is not about achieving more. It is about aligning with what truly matters. Those who live with purpose continuously grow, build deep relationships, contribute to others, stay present, and practice gratitude, experience a level of happiness and success that goes beyond external achievements. It is not about waiting for happiness in the future, but creating it in the present moment.